I've already covered this how to generate a invoices, right? And that's how we have added the formula driven, and these are the buttons we have imported from at the top developer ribbon tab, and then we have inserted this active X controls over here, and we have inserted this similar buttons over here. If in case you want to insert any other button, simply you can go at the top, okay, illustration, and change this shape with this. Okay, any button works over here. So for me, I have kept this as a buttons over here. We have already explained this product, consumer, and invoice database as well. Cool. So why we added as a raw dump over here as a invoice database over here? Because to fulfill our dashboard requirement over here. Okay. So it's kind of a dynamic dashboard. So as and when we do a new invoice, save invoice, this kind of buttons we activate. Okay. The data will get saved over here. Okay. And it automatically refresh our dashboard over here. Cool. And these are the pure data which used by the dashboard here. Now we are aligned over here. Here it's a time to add some sort of codes over here. Okay, once again I'll quickly explain you how to turn on this developer ribbon tab. Okay, because we are going to leverage this visual basics over here. Okay, so to turn this option on, which is your developer ribbon tab, you have to go here, file, okay, and then more. Here let's click on this options. Okay, the moment you click on this options, click on this option customize ribbon over here. Okay, the moment you click on this option, here is a developer ribbon tab. Simply just check that on. Okay, and click on this OK button over here. The moment you do, you will see this ribbon is activated over here. Cool. Since we have already added this in our Excel workbook over here, so we will not add that again. Perfect. So once it is done, what I'm going to do over here is I have a couple of codes over here. So here in my case, I have already added the code over here. So if I go here in the visual basics, I can see this code added over here. So you can take the screenshot. Okay, the overall idea what exactly this code is doing over here. Okay, we have added the range over here. So basically after clicking on that new invoice, or maybe the generate a new invoice, it will clear the entire content whatever is existing available. The invoice number will generate automatically there, and it will show us the pop-up over here, the new invoice has been created successfully. Now I'll just do a here back to the view workbook over here and assign this macro here. Perfect. Let's say new invoice and click on this option OK button over here. To make your life easy and to understand you basically how exactly and what type of codes we have used, so we have added this into a notepad over here. So let me just open up the notepad over here. Perfect. So this is the first code whatever we have utilized over here. So this is the first code for the new invoice over here. Cool. I'll move to the next one. This is the save invoice over here. So simply copy this. Okay, I'll just do a minimize over here, or maybe just do a alt tab over here. Right click over here, click on this option assign macro. But when you click on this assign macro here, that macro is not yet generated. Okay, so in this particular case what you have to do, you either go with the visual basics at the top, or maybe right click over here, click on this option visual code over here. Okay, simply paste this code over here. The moment you do, you will see this save invoice module has been generated over here, and this will save your data to the specific workbook over here. Cool. Invoice number, date, customer, subtotal, GST, blah blah things, whatever title you need it. Okay, and it will also refresh the pivot table whatever you have added inside the Excel over here. Perfect. So once it is done, I'll just click on this option, right click over here, assign macro, and this is my save in voice. Simply save that. Now the third one, which is your print over here. Okay, so again I'll go here, the third one what I need this print invoice. Okay, so this is not exactly printing. Okay, we don't have the hardware which is a printer is installed in our system. That's what we are using, the print preview option over here. Okay, earlier I have showed you right click over here and do the view code over here. This time we're gonna click on this option visual basics, and let's go at the top insert module. Okay, and paste this print invoice over here. Okay, click on this option view Microsoft Excel over here. Perfect. So what we have did over here inside the developer ribbon tab, we have clicked on this option visual basics, and we have simply added the code there, right? The moment I do, I'll click on this option assign macro. Here I need a this print invoice over here. Simply save this. Cool, and that's how over here. That's how I can see this print has been shown over here. Perfect. Now what I need the export PDF. Again, notepad section. You can take the screenshots once again. Let's take the control C. I'll take a pause if in case you want to take the screenshot. Okay. And then again, let's go here, click on this option, insert module, and paste it over here. Ensure that every time you have to insert a module, because each button is act as a different module altogether. Okay, so and these modules are generated over here automatically. Perfect. And this is the export PDF for us. Let's click on this option, right click over here, assign macro, and this is the export PDF for us. The last one is the clear. It's very nice and easy one for us, right? So it will clear the information whatever is added in our invoices, right? So let me just click on this option again, and then insert a module in the Visual Basics. Perfect. And what exactly it will clear? It will clear a customer C8, okay, the product list, quantity, blah blah things. Perfect. And then let's click on this option, back to Excel workbook. Okay, assign a macro, and this is the perfect I have added over here. Now what I want is one shape over here to be added over here. Cool. And let me just show this in backend over here, and let's add the design over here. Cool. And that's how I've applied the design over here. No outline border. Perfect. And here I'll just go here and turn off this grid lines over here. Cool. Let me just zoom out over here, because our entire invoice, which is automated one, has been generated over here. I'll just click on this option, show tabs only, because you can see in one go itself all the things are readily available for us. I'll click on this option again. Let me just match up the appropriate color over here. Cool. So it will go with the appropriate theme over here. I have the entire buttons available. To make this interactive happen over here, what I have to do over here is, in the invoice database, if I see, this is the 5 until the 5 data entries added over here. Okay, now I'll click on this option, new invoice over here. Save the workbook first. Whenever you save this workbook, let's go here and save this in the Excel macro enabled workbook. Okay, so your macros will not really vanished from the Excel. Close this, and I'll again open this invoice over here. Let's check what exactly it is. And this new invoice is already there. Okay, and we have already assigned this macro over here. Now what we need over here is, we need a new invoice. So simply click on this option. The moment I hit that, I can see this new invoice has been created over here. Perfect. Now what I need the customer name. Okay, suppose I want a phone number over here, so I'll just add the phone number over here, test@test.com. Okay, and let's say India. Cool. Or maybe if in case any drop down, we can simply use the drop down, and this is the today's date. Or maybe if in case you want to add as a different date, you can definitely do that. Perfect. And here we need a products. Okay, so this is the product, quantity is 5. Okay, so the calculation you can see it's been automatically generated over here. If I want to add a discount over here, I can add the discounts as well, and that's how I can see this. Perfect. Now I want to save this. I'll click on this option, save, and let's say enter the payment status, paid, or this thing. Okay, so I'll just say pending. It's asking me the overall pop-up over here. I'll say pending, and then okay button over here. Let's go here, invoice database over here, and boom, you see the magic, right? Whatever data entry we have added there, it will automatically get added over here. And if I go here, I can see that data entries value is getting refreshed over here. Okay, if it is not really refreshing, simply click on this option, refresh all. Your database will automatically get refreshed over here. Cool. Isn't that beautiful? Now the similar fashion, if in case you want to take the printout, okay, or maybe the check as a print preview, you can simply click on this option as a print preview over here, and this is how beautifully you can see the print preview over here. But if you carefully observe over here, the message is getting cut over here. So whenever you take the printout, it will not really come with a appropriate range. Okay, so in that particular case, what you have to do, let's close this as a print preview over here. Go here at the top, page print preview area, and then here just adjust this, simple. Okay, and this is not really required as a buttons, we'll keep it like this. Perfect. Again, go here, view, normal view, great. And here I'll click on this option as a print preview over here. Boom, you see the magic, right? Now I can see the entire details has been added over here, and from here you can simply give the printout from your printer, okay, and give it to your consumers. Again, we haven't used any kind of a third party tool, no AI, no LLMs, okay, simple VBA code, Excel, and the automation is in place for the invoices. That's how we have built a professional invoice generator inside the Excel. Now the second question, okay, if in case you want to export this into a PDF, ideally what we do, we just go here and press Control P, or maybe sometimes we go here export. There are two options, create a Adobe PDF. Here you have to pay for the Adobe, okay, to get a subscription and generate a PDF. Inside the Excel we usually use this option, create PDF slash XPS document, and then we create a PDF over here. Here, since we have added this button over here, simply click on this option, export PDF over here, and you see how beautifully our PDF has been generated over here. Cool. You don't have to click here and there. Your buttons itself, you can see this PDF has been generated, and the path is also given over here where exactly your PDF has been generated. Perfect. And if in case you want to clear this mess, you don't really require this, okay, suppose I have added this entries over here, right, and this is the details, and this kind of details I have added over here. Perfect. Cool. So let me just add this router as well. Perfect. So this is the details you can see over here, and I just want to vanish those, clear the route. I'll just go here, delete each item. I don't really need it, okay. Instead I'll simply click on this option, clear. Boom, you see the magic, right? Invoice has been cleared, and now this is your blank template, and you can ready to use for your businesses, small scale, large scale. And this is the way we automatize our daily routine workflows inside the Excel using VBA. Once again, congratulations, we have successfully built a complete invoice management system in Microsoft Excel using formulas, pivot tables, dashboards, and VBA automation. This project demonstrates how Excel can transform into a practical business applications. If you enjoyed this tutorial and would like to see more real-world Excel automation projects such as inventory management, employee management, or CRM systems, let me know in the comments on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Discover Talent, and share it with someone for the learning Excel. Watching, have a great day ahead.